humanity, we can agree on the things that I said about not wanting to spend our tax dollars to kill children, not wanting worshipers. It doesn't talk about the things that. I mean, I think Zionism focuses on the Israeli problem, which absolutely is an issue, but it doesn't really touch on the fact that the Jewish religion doesn't respect Christians. They look at them like idol worshipers. It doesn't talk about the things that happened before the inception of Israel. It doesn't talk about all the things that is happening in America because of Jewish supremacy, the attack on whiteness, the attack on masculinity, the promotion of homosexuality, the promotion of transgenderism, all these things that are happening. So I think it's, kind of like narrows the scope a little bit, and then it also kind of scapegoats the real root cause of the problem, which is Jewish supremacy, because now you add in all these retarded Christian Zionists that, I don't know, I don't get mad at retards. I just get mad at the people that are kind of like pushing in the wrong direction. And the way I look at Christian Zionists is they just have bad information, bad programming, their pastors telling them the wrong thing, whatever. And I think when you broaden it to Zionism, now you have a lot bigger problem to deal with, because you're including these Christian evangelicals, which aren't the root cause of the problem. They are an offshoot of the problem of Jewish supremacy, because, Judaism has poisoned the Christian religion, and this idea of Judeo-Christian values, which is an oxymoron, has been pushed on us as well. And so I think when you kind of like drill down and you look at what Chabad Lubavitch says, what many of these head rabbis in Israel say, you start to understand really that this is not just an Israel problem. This is a problem with Judaism. And if you look at all the things that are said in the Talmud, these are said long before Israel's conception. So I look at the result of Jewish supremacy, which the Bolshevik genocide, that was a direct result of Jewish supremacy. The whole communist religion, which is anti-Christianity.
Hey, 3 people, welcome in, guys. Double tap that screen for me. Do me a favor. I love you guys. Hope you guys are having a great night. Wish you guys health and happiness for you and your families. God bless you guys.
Today, which is Jewish supremacy, and it's not just Zionism. And it allows.
Hey, 21 people in here. Come on, get in here, guys. I wish you guys nothing but health and happiness. Get in here, guys. I love you guys. God bless everybody in here. Hope you guys have a great night. Come on, see if I can get a hit.
Christian against Muslim, and I think
you guys have a wonderful night.
Problem, which is Jewish supremacy, and that is what is attacking me today. That's what's attacking
no worries.
Man, that's what's attacking.
Welcome in, everybody.
Christians,
I love you guys. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I fucking love you guys. God bless everybody in here.
And so, yeah, I mean,
hope you guys are all healthy and happy.
Problem that was actually what kind of like opened my eyes to this whole thing. But when you dig deeper, you realize that it is Jewish supremacy that is the crux of the issue, and I think that's something that the left is scared to say, which is strange because they are against any other kind of supremacy, but for some reason they're just scared to say that. And I think a part of that is the program that we've gotten, which is that Jews are in this victim class, and it's just not true. They're the most overprivileged. I mean, so everything they told you about white privilege is true of Jewish privilege. Everything they told you about white supremacy is true of Jewish
thanks for the hearts. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
I
Double tap that screen if you don't mind.
It's easier
That'll
for
shoot me a
liberals
thumbs
to
up.
understand. And when they really look at it with an unbiased lens, they will see that it fits every single thing that they were told about a supremacist mindset. And, you see that. I mean, they're operating apartheid. They're treating...
Hit that subscribe, guys, please.
And
that helps a lot.
I can't think of a more supremacist ideology than what is happening in Israel. But like I said, I don't think that it just stops there. I mean, I think we can unite on not wanting our tax dollars to be spent to kill children and innocent civilians.
Yeah, I can unite on that.
I think that's something that we can all agree
on.
Our
gas prices are off the charts.
We all agree that we don't want our tax dollars being sent to foreign nations before we have health care and before Americans are taken care of. I think that's something we can unite on. And I don't think that we want to be spending $500 million a day on a stupid fucking war so that gas prices can be higher. And I don't think that we want to be spending millions of dollars on Tomahawk missiles to, kill children in children's schools. So I think there's a lot of unifying issues here. I think there's a lot of
If we
things
can't
that
agree on
Americans
that,
can come
then we
together,
have
left,
nothing in common.
right, and agree on. And the root cause of all these issues is the same place. So, you know, like I said, I think this is a unifying issue. I see myself coming together with people that I disagree with on other things, and I think one of the important things when you're looking at somebody is to look at their intentions and their beliefs. Are they, you know, doing something because they believe it is the right thing? And I think that's one of the things that I saw with a bunch of, you know, the liberals and leftists or whatever. As much as the Republicans want to demonize them and blame them for everything.
Hey, 14 people in here. Welcome in, guys. Hope you guys are having a great night. God bless everybody in here. God bless you guys.
And
I got a surgeon spark to see if I can get a Pikachu real quick.
And it seemed like they were
Let's go, Pikachu.
able to, you know, stand up and risk a lot.
Oh, shit,
more
drop
so
that.
than
Oh, no
Republicans,
worries.
so I did have respect for
26 people in
because
here. I
of
hope you guys
that.
are having a great night. I wish you nothing but health and happiness.
Jewish media, so I think they have a little bit of bad programming.
And
But at the end of the day, I
Wolfpack's
think
cool.
humanity, we can
Nothing,
agree
damn
on
it.
the things that I said about.
That's
not
my
wanting to
mentor.
spend our time
I
on
love
culture,
Dan.
not wanting to, you know, fight foreign wars.
Welcome in,
And,
Marshall.
and actually putting America first.
Marshall, mine.
You know, and holding the biggest thing that I want to do when
It's
I get
50.
into government is hold
Hit that
politicians
subscribe.
accountable. Like if they tell us
I'll love you
something
forever.
and it's a complete fucking lie.
God bless everybody in
then
here.
there
Hope you
should
guys
be
are having a great night.
accountability for that. If they promise
Listen to
you
guy.
something
Listen to
before
this
they get
guy.
into office and they
Vote
don't
Dan.
hold up that promise, that should be fraud. You know, getting into office under false pretenses, in my opinion, is the purest.
Hey, double
definition of
tap that
fraud.
screen
So
for me,
if
guys. You guys
tell
are throwing
people
out those
one
hundreds
thing
and
for
hearts. I
50
love
years
that,
to
but
get
double tap that
elected,
screen.
and then you rug pull them, there
The
should be
thumbs up
accountability
helps a
for
lot,
that.
bro.
And there
And the
really
subscribe. Get in
is.
here,
You see that with
subscribe.
Trump, he's just lying
I love
to
you,
us.
Marshall. Fuck yeah, rock with me,
No
bro.
accountability. And, you know, and nothing happens, and I think that needs to change.
So to shut everyone up that says you hate Jews, can you
Yeah.
clarify that you do not hate Jews?
That's
And
ridiculous.
what's some clarity in that?
It's kind of like if you were to say, you know, Chinese are short. You don't have to qualify that with, but you know, they're, you know, not all Chinese are short. And if you were to say that, you know, Russia's a threat to us, you don't have to qualify that with, not all Russians are a threat to us. You know, it's like it's weird. They can criticize Muslims and say Muslims are a problem or Islam is, you know, a problem or whatever, but they never have to clarify that with, but not all Muslims. But for some reason, when you criticize Jews, you have to clarify that with, but not all Jews, right? Like, obviously, it's not
Or you're in
every
trouble.
Jew. I'm not saying that every Jew is bad. I'm not saying that every Jew is together on some, you know, big worldwide conspiracy where they're all integrated or operating as a monolith. But that doesn't change the fact that Jews are causing problems. And I think there's been serious repercussions when people start talking about that. You have to question why. You have to question why you've been so programmed that you feel the need to constantly qualify the statement with, but not all Jews, but not all Jews. It's like, yes, obviously, it's not every Jew is bad. I have Jewish friends still, believe it or not. And there are Jews that are, you know, very against the war. And there have been Jews that are, you know, speaking out and sacrificing, you know, themselves. So, you know, it's one of those things where I think you have to really hone in on why do we have to feel the need to qualify these statements with not all Jews, but you don't have to qualify any other statement about any other group of people like you do with Jews.
I got two more questions for you. So, Randy Fine, why are you
fuck
running
Randy
against
Fine, that fat piece of
Randy
shit.
Fine?
Well, I mean, he is kind of like the polar opposite of me. I mean, he is super pro-Israel. He wants to send all of our tax dollars there. He clearly puts a foreign nation before
He
America.
wants to send our troops there, our
He's
boys
a
and
Jewish
girls. Get the
supremacist.
fuck out of here. No.
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 You know, he dehumanizes
You go
other groups
fight.
of people, you know, Muslims included. Now you can add Armenians to the list as well. And I just think that he is the exact opposite of what we should have representing our country. I don't believe he's representing America in any way, shape, or form. I think he's, you know, Israel first, Jew second, America last, or, you know, maybe Jew first, Israel second, but America definitely comes last. And look, I don't want to be in government, but I feel like if I'm going to do this, I might as well, you know, unseat the most vile member that we currently have. Kind of like a 2-for-1. So that, and also I grew up in Florida and I went to University of Florida, and so, and they also had a later primary, so it kind of
Why not? Florida's
naturally
dope.
aligned
what other issues are you wanting to rather solve and run for other than just beating Randy?
Well, like I talked about before, accountability with politicians. I think that there should be serious repercussions if a politician knowingly lies to American citizens. Like, I think there should be serious repercussions when Trump has been lying to us. I think he has an obligation to tell us the truth. I think he should be acting as a servant of the citizens instead of using the office to enrich himself. But I think that's the biggest problem we have with politicians today, is that everybody gets into office and, it's me. What can I get for me? What can I do for my donors? And it's not what can I do for America? How can I make this country better? And so that needs to change first and foremost.
Full of people in this room, and they are all wanting to make America first. Is there anything you want to say to them as this is the last question?
Well, look, I just finished a paintball tournament.
Dope.
Look, I think that's exactly what we all should be doing, is putting America first. I mean, that's what Trump sold us on. I mean, I wasn't sold on it. I knew he was going to fucking sell us out, and sure enough, he did. And I said that before the 2024 elections. Not that Kamala Harris was any better, but that's kind of the problem, right? Is we're always faced with one shitty candidate or another. And I can't remember the last time there was actually an America First candidate that was going to put our country, I mean, at a minimum, before foreign nations, right? We can't even get America before Israel. I mean, we've got our citizens, we don't have health care. We're shipping, hundreds of billions of dollars to these foreign countries, to no benefit of our own. In fact, now gas is almost twice the price. The U.S. dollar is at 25%, less than what the purchasing power was 4 years ago. I mean, I look at where we're going. Our debt is skyrocketing. And to me, it seems like the plane is going to crash into the mountain if somebody doesn't, take over the controls. And every single person that seems to get into office just wants to look out for themselves. And so I think that is the opposite of America first. It seems to be politician first, and Israel first and America last. And I think that's what we need to change.
Where can they go to donate to your campaign?
BilzerianForCongress.com.
So, well, Dan, thank you so much for your time today. And yes, and get some rest. I know you're tired from your ultimate paintball game today.
No doubt.
Dope.
Well, I wish I had a little bit more of a speech prepared, but I'm glad that all you guys are meeting together.
You did great, you gray-faced motherfucker.
Come together and take our fucking country back. I mean, that's where we're at. And I think if we don't do it in the next 2 years, I think we're cooked. So this is a bit of a sprint, and I think we need to start operating with a sense of urgency. And people, to me, this is all talked out. Like, we've talked about this for years. Now everybody knows what's going on. Now people need to start stepping up and running for office and doing something about it. Because, like I said, if we don't take our country back in the next 2 years, I think we're done for.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan. We appreciate what you did, and we'll talk to you later.
Dope.
Awesome.
Dan. Promo's going crazy. Fucking love that Charizard promo. Shit's sick. What are these conspiracy theories? I love Julian Dory. This guy's fucking awesome.
All right. Well, this is real. You're not making this up. The theory that Barron Trump is a time traveler stems from uncanny similarities between Donald Trump's youngest son.
Is that just his ego, where he wants to have a final thing? Like, he wants to build another monument. That's essentially the Trump monument, right, in DC. And is this just his ego talking, or is he this brilliant? And that goes back to kind of this time traveling. There's that theory of that book that came out like in 1904, that bear. It's like the times of Barron Trump. Have you seen this?
No.
Wait, okay, look up like the theory behind Barron Trump and time traveling. And there's this book from like 1904, before Trump I think Nikola Tesla's involved in some way.
Oh, well, Tesla, his apartment, when it was raided after his death, it was Donald Trump's uncle.
Yeah, so it was all, yeah.
All right, well, this is real. You're not making this up. The theory that Barron Trump is a time traveler stems from uncanny similarities between Donald Trump's youngest son and the protagonist of 19th century novels by Ingersoll Lockwood. The theory suggests that Barron Trump, a character who travels throughout time, guided by a mentor named Don, predicts modern political events.
Yes!
With some speculating the Trump family possesses time travel technology. The Lockwood novels, written in 1890s, Barron Trump's marvelous underground journey.
Oh shit, 17 people in here. Hey, God bless you guys. I hope you guys are all having a great night.
Those
God
are the
bless you
things
guys.
that I'm like, dude.
I got a Phantasm. We'll see if I can pull a Charizard real quick on live.
Barron lives in Castle Trump. You can't make this
Come
shit up.
on,
I'm
this
like-
deserves at least a
and
double
then
tap
you
on the
think
screen,
about Barron,
guys.
and you
Subscribe.
think of all the theories with Barron.
Oh, yeah, he's seeing the
Oh,
fraction.
fucking nothing, dude.
And
Getting
then
cooked
is
tonight,
Barron
god
the
damn.
next one up per se, and then also you think about his other sons that have kind of been forgotten.
God bless
Don
everybody in
Jr.
here. Wish you
and,
guys health and
Eric
happiness, all of you
Trump.
guys.
I mean, think about Tiffany Trump. She's the most forgotten one.
Yeah, poor kid.
Yeah, but she and maybe better that way, because Don Jr.
wrong?
can't walk around New York City.
No. No.
But Tiffany Trump,
Sorry about
people
that.
point at her. I mean, Kai Trump,
That's the granddaughter?
granddaughter. She goes to. It was a bad timing. She goes to Erewhon with her Secret Service. You know where Erewhon? What Erewhon is?
Erewhon?
Oh, it's a L.A.
Like Air Force One?
No. Erewhon is this. It's a Instagram place to go in LA. That is a grocery store. Think of Whole Foods times 100, and it's very expensive. Haley Bieber has a smoothie there. It's good, but Erewhon, anyways. Strawberry.
I'm a bodega kind of guy.
Yes, $21 for a strawberry glaze.
$21? Go fucking
Dude, I can't believe you don't know Erewhon. So here, this is where I have like the NPC brain, where I know all about all these like random things that.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, but exactly.
What's going on with this phone?
She goes to Erewhon. She does it.
Hey,
she
what's
wants to
up?
be a YouTuber.
Young
She's
Edis?
and she's like, I took my, and it's a very.
What up? Welcome
it's a
in.
thing. If you're not from LA,
I don't know, conspiracy theories.
influencers go out there and go, oh, went to Erewhon for the first time.
Try and get some watch hours. Hit that
She goes
subscribe,
to
bro.
Secret Service, and it was in the
Fuck
midst
with
of-
me, dog.
It was in the
God
midst
bless
of
you, man. I hope you're having a good night.
Can we Google that?
Yeah. Oh,
That was when we were
It was in the,
attacking Iran.
It was something like that, and people were making fun of her, like, "How dare you do this? People are starving. Your grandfather." And then, but she's just doing this stupid video.
Donald Trump sounds a
And
time
Ryan Strucker,
traveler.
no, here we go. But
Yes.
she's this 18-year-old girl who isn't even in college yet. Oh no, she may be at
She's
my.
about to be.
She's about to be.
Yeah. What was the headline, Dave? Sorry. Kai Trump's cringy Erewhon gross. That's how they spell it?
Yeah.
What?
Like Kai Cenat. Oh wait,
What?
Erewhon. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, what in the name of fucking medieval times is that? Erewhon grocery store haul and why it struck a nerve? All right, let's go down. So this is from March 11th. Kai Trump, the president's 18-year-old influencer granddaughter, went to a grocery store. And a lot of people aren't happy about it. That's because she didn't go to just any grocery store. She went to Erewhon, a trendy market in Los Angeles notorious for wacky wellness offerings and exorbitant prices. In a YouTube video titled, I brought my...
Secret. That was what.
I brought my Secret Service to Erewhon, posted March 9th. She documented her experience where she bought a smoothie for $20 each and her
Oh my
bill
God,
came
what,
out to
bro?
$233. I'm about to go like...
She
So,
didn't.
hold on.
She didn't help
Let me
herself.
get this line out.
Young Edis. I like that. Young
I'm about to
Edis.
go like bankrupt with this stuff, she said in the video. I'm gonna need to file for bankruptcy.
Now,
I feel like you're gonna be alright.
her grandfather does know a lot about bankruptcy.
Ha.
I like this line. The French
Shots.
revolted for so much less. Straight up Hunger Games at this point. LMAO. Let them eat. Yeah, let them eat cake was what came to mind. Now she's an 18-year-old kid, obviously, like I was when I was 18. So
Exactly.
but
Now,
practically.
now, it wasn't like she went to Erewhon and someone stalked her. She posted it.
Hey, I appreciate that thumbs up.
So
Love you
that's where I
guys.
kind of get both sides. Where it's
God
like,
bless
why are you
everybody in
attacking
here.
an 18-year-old girl? But
Both
also,
the two of you in
you're
here. God bless you
posting
guys.
Public figure too.
public figure, and
Yeah.
if you want to be a YouTuber. Now,
That's right.
but yeah, she went to Erewhon. She was going to go into bankruptcy over it. There's a lot of quote tweets about it. It was March 8th, so I think that's around when Trump.
Well, Iran was February 20, the night of February 27th and the 28th.
So there we go. So it was
Yeah.
a week into it, and everybody. So that's what I think a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like this is my thing. when you looked at the Biden administration for 4 years, it was like a giant troll job, right? You had a president who, like, the lights weren't even on, forget whether or not he was home. A bunch of unelected people running the
She's
country.
18. Who's 18?
You had fucking luggage
I
stealing.
don't know who the fuck we were talking about, or who the fuck
running
they were
the
talking
nuclear
about.
department. I mean, it was like this.
Greatest story of all time.
It was.
I didn't realize people do. I think people do that a lot. That's a thing.
Like the stealing luggage.
Yeah, people just show up and
That's like a klepto thing.
No, I think people just do it because they know that, like, it's almost like a storage wars, but for free. Because you're just taking a bag, and then you're like, oh.
Well, now Palantir's taking over the airport, so maybe they'll.
So you'll steal it, and then they'll kill you. They'll just shoot you dead.
Shoot you with a
Or
drone.
if you shared like the wrong Benjamin Netanyahu meme.
That's
You also,
right.
So it's
You're
either
right.
yeah, you're
You're
right.
right.
Done. But like optically, it was top to bottom. It was
You
like
want to listen to the
embarrassing.
show? I'm
You're
listening
like,
to the
okay,
show, man. Zoned
they
up for a
get
quick
worse
second.
than this, right? The Trump administration, it's an entire. It's hard to explain, but it's like.
I like you, man.
But the optics everywhere are awful. You have a lady with a fake
That's
face
funny.
running fucking
You're
the
awesome,
Homeland
man.
Security Department
Yeah,
and
Christine,
spending millions of dollars while her husband's wearing fake titties out there.
That
In their defense, they could have never known about the husband.
That picture's
You
fucking
got,
wild,
like,
bro.
Cash
That's
Patel, who's one of the
hilarious.
dumbest
Yo,
human beings.
Cash
he
Patel's a
can't even-
fucking
he's
crackhead.
living in 2 places at the same time at all times.
Yeah, we'll
but
see you
never
in
at the
Valhalla.
investigation.
We'll see you in
Wow,
Valhalla.
Valhalla. You don't even know what the fuck Valhalla is.
Like top to bottom, it's a similar kind of thing. Just you know what I mean? Like a
No, it's a
different way.
copy paste with completely different actors. It's very.
Yes.
Now I think what I really think my
You wanna
read on it
dance
is
if you wanna
I think
watch
the
the
Trump
show.
and this is what we kind of talked about
I'm watching, bro.
before we started recording. The Trump admin's kind of philosophy is it doesn't matter what the optics are, we win.
Do you think that is how they've always been, or do you think they got this enormous fucking big dick from like the culture shift when they won the election the second
so
time?
when I say we win, that's their philosophy. I'm not saying they're winning. I'm not saying they're right.
Right, no,
But
I
I
know.
think, and that maybe like the COVID stuff, everything that happened during COVID, and then kind of the Biden administration. I mean, he lost in 2020, even though he says he doesn't, but he lost in 2020 for re-election, and then he won again. It was this crazy comeback story, but it really happened because we went through this crazy time period in COVID, which I think he gets a lot of shit for like. I mean, he was the president when it started. That wasn't going to be stopped by anybody.
I agree.
I think that was
Yeah,
could have
we
put
win.
anybody in it.
I don't know
It
what the
would've
fuck
been
we're winning,
impossible.
but
the fact
we
we even
win, man.
got to pull
You're a
off
winner,
the
bro.
2 weeks is almost like crazy in the American spirit, where it's like this country really did shut down for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
The fact that people even kind of agreed to that is
That's
almost
crazy.
insane. They eventually fought back.
And now today they would never agree to that. Thank you guys for watching the episode. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button on the video. They're both a huge, huge help. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram and X, those links are in my description below.
Shazam. There you go, brother. Oh, Thomas Massey. No, go back. I can't get enough of this guy. Go back. No.
I forgot about this.
That's
Right?
That's
Like
what I was
they
walking
do.
around
Like,
with. Maybe
Go back.
Like maybe,
Fucking Tucker.
maybe you. Yeah. The mask.
John Mendez, who was like the godmother of like fucking.
Go back to Tuck Tuck Man. The Tuck Tuck Man. Was it this? Go for it. Yo, Trump and Epstein in the same picture right there. Wow.
So how's your Iran war been so far? You enjoying the Iran war?
What, are you making fun of me?
Well, that really depends on who you are. We like to
Oh, what the fuck is happening? Piece of
think,
shit. There it
as
is.
Americans, that we're
Sorry.
all in this
Pardon me,
together.
guys.
And big events like wars or economic booms or crises or natural disasters affect all of us
You see
equally,
one or
but
two
that's not
do
true. It never
young
has been true.
cheesy.
How you
Akon and
experience
grilled
something
cheesy.
big really depends
Trying to
on
take
where you
it
stand. Again,
easy.
that's been true since the beginning of time. When Rome fell in 476, September 476, It, of course, was a history-changing
Teach
disaster.
me,
We're still
Tucker.
talking about. Books have been written about it ever since, more than 1,500 years. And for most people, it was really the end. It was the end of a civilization, the world's largest empire. But there were some people, you can imagine, on New Year's Eve 476, sitting around the table with their families, assessing the year that just went by. And they looked around the table and said, that was the best year we ever had. Of course, Germanic hordes are plundering the city of Rome, but
Trapper of the year,
honestly,
right?
it's great.
Trapper.
And that's just the nature
Maybe
of
Trapper?
it. Not anything inherently wrong with that. It's just a fact. You saw it during COVID. COVID was a massive disaster for most Americans, for most people in the West. Addiction rates went up, suicide rates, divorce. Kids didn't get educated for over a year. It destroyed a whole generation of young people, affected them badly anyway. On the other hand, if you were fortunate enough to
7
have
people in
a
here. Welcome
second
in, guys.
home, like a weekend
God
house
bless
in a rural
everybody
area
in
that
here.
didn't
Hope you guys
have
are having a
COVID
great night.
restrictions or enforcement
Hope you guys are
officers
healthy and
capable of
happy.
enforcing them,
You and all your
pretty
families,
great.
your sons, your daughters,
If you
your
lived
husbands,
in
your
a
wives,
traditional
families,
world,
everybody.
Like, say, where your
I love
wife
everybody in
didn't
here.
work,
God
but
bless
you didn't
everybody
have
in
to
here.
because you made enough
Hit that
money.
like
You
and
could live
subscribe,
kind of
guys.
1950s family existence.
Another
Maybe you
pandemic
had a
about to hit.
coherent
God
family
forbid,
and children
man.
who still liked you, sort of, and they were all home for months.
First
Look, the
one,
best
I
time you
didn't
had the
fucking
last
get to
20
sit home
years.
like everybody. I had to
People
fucking
don't
go
like
to
to say that
work.
out loud, but that's real.
It's moving here.
And the Iran war is a
In
little bit
Ghana.
like that.
Oh, you're in Ghana?
It's an
It's
event
morning
that
here in
is
Ghana?
affecting our lives right
Yeah,
now.
it's
It's
dope,
starting to
bro.
define our lives in important ways going
What's
forward.
Ghana like?
An event that's changing the world for all time. An event that people will write books about. And for most, it is a disaster, a true disaster, not just for the thousands who've already been killed, or the
That's
dozen
awesome,
countries that have
man.
been
God bless
bombed,
you, bro.
or for the hundreds of thousands
Hope
of
you're doing
Britons
good,
in the
man. Hope
UK
you and your
who dropped
family
below
is
the
doing
poverty
good.
line
Hope everything's
already,
good in your life,
2
brother.
months in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's a disaster. But for some small, select group of people, it's been awesome.
Hey, let me see if I can get a Charizard.
Let's check in with our old
Look,
friend.
I got one left.
hedge fund
This is my
manager,
last
Bill
one. Fuck it.
Ackman. This was
Let's
him
go
2 days
for it.
ago on CNBC. Here's how his war is going.
Iran has been, I think, a major funder of sort of anti-American
Wiggly
protests and kind of
Come on,
otherwise.
baby.
I think,
Nothing.
you know, that war is
Nothing.
a
Wah,
very
wah,
good one.
wah.
And,
The war is a very good
No
one.
worries. Welcome in, everybody. God bless everybody in here. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are having a great night. Hit that like and subscribe, guys.
Look, I think most Republicans, many
Republicans.
support the president, and it shouldn't be a bipartisan issue.
Iran
Hell
was
yeah,
a very
dude.
good one. Really? Says the interviewer on CNBC.
Hell yeah, brother.
No, really, yeah, it's a very good one. Is it unpopular? I don't know about that. And the truth is, Bill Ackman probably doesn't know. He may not know anyone personally who thinks this is a disaster because for Bill Ackman and his friends, the Epstein class, it's been a massive win. And
Yeah,
that's been pretty
it's been a huge win
obvious
for them.
increasingly if you're following markets. So there's this phenomenon that people are starting to catch on to where a certain news organization predicts serially, many times in a row, over the past 20 or so days, an imminent peace agreement between Iran and the United States. Now that agreement has not materialized. Apparently we're not actually close to getting one. But
Say it once for you. Hallelujah. God is the
every
greatest.
single time you've seen a massive move in global energy markets and in equity markets, stock market. Because people are betting that that will have direct effects on the value of stocks and or oil or other commodities. And a little bit before that announcement, every single time you have seen massive bets made on oil futures. You've seen billions of dollars change hands, and you
Billions
can
of dollars.
surmise
That's crazy.
that somebody is getting rich doing
Tax
this. In fact, you can be
dollars. It's
absolutely
not me
certain,
getting
and
rich.
You don't know who. Really, the only thing you know is A, it's happening, and B, no one will ever be held to account for it. Now, how
Yeah,
do you know
exactly.
that?
There needs to be
We've seen this a
accountability.
lot.
This is getting
In fact, we
ridiculous.
saw it, and no one ever wants to remember this, on 9/11. Shortly before 9/11, somebody put big bets in shorts against airline and bank stocks. Those are two businesses that were directly affected by the events of 9/11. Now, we know this happened because these are public markets, so there's a record of it, but we also know, because they admitted it, the FBI figured out who did it. But the FBI never got around to telling us their identities. So the largest federal law enforcement agency has known for 25 years who had foreknowledge of 9/11, and that's demonstrable because they bet against the events of that day before the rest of us experienced them, and has never divulged their identities. Now, we can guess as to why that is. Why would the FBI be protecting people with foreknowledge of 9/11? We don't know. for certain what the answer is, but we do know that they are doing it. They did it, and they're still doing it. So if the identities of people who bet against 9/11, who shorted airline stocks before 9/11, are somehow classified on national security grounds and you're not allowed to know them, then we can bet safely that whoever is profiting from the Iran war in public markets probably isn't going to get any kind of insider trading violation. Probably not. But one thing we also have learned is that these markets are much more vulnerable, susceptible, maybe based on manipulation than we ever thought. And if you think about it, that's kind of a surprise. Even people who complained about how central the stock market is to the American economy, and you can argue whether we have a real economy, if it's based on anything, that's an academic argument. But even people who thought, wow, we seem a little bit over-invested in public equities markets, kind of assumed they were real. And market's a pretty straightforward proposition. I've got something to sell, you want to buy it, I'll sell it for what you'll buy it for, and vice versa. It's transparent by its nature. It's self-correcting. That's the basis of our economic system, capitalism, free market capitalism. It always finds the right level, the rational level, because it's based on the free exchange of money for assets. But that's not what we're seeing now. Not at all. Markets are doing things you would not expect markets to do if they were behaving rationally in a free way, if they weren't rigged. You would see, well, certain commodities prices, including oil, go up a lot more than they have. Gold go up a lot more than it has. And yet, gold and oil and other commodities have stayed far lower than you would rationally expect them to stay after 60 days of terrible news out of the world's center of global energy production. So the Strait of Hormuz has been closed for months now, in effect, and yet oil, as of airtime tonight, was under $100 a barrel, much lower than it was in, say, 2008. That is bizarre.
That is bizarre.
But it's more than bizarre. It's fake. It is obvious. It's become too obvious to deny over the past couple of months that public markets are not what they told us they were, which is to say open and free and equal for everyone to participate in. It's going to take a long time for that understanding to percolate down to the level of retail investors. But the knowledge is there, and you can't kind of deny it. That some people are getting rich from this, and most people aren't. And it's not exactly clear the mechanisms by which they are, but it's very obvious that it's happening. We're not accusing Bill Ackman of participating in this. It's not like Bill Ackman would talk down share prices in publicly traded companies to make money. Oh, wait, he's done that his whole life. But in this specific case, we have no evidence of a crime, assuming it still is a crime. But we can say with great confidence that in this, as in every other war, some people will do just fine. In fact, they will greatly benefit from it, which is one of the reasons we keep having wars, because they are enormously profitable. It's hard for normal people to appreciate that that could possibly be true. People die, innocents die in foreign countries, your own country becomes poor, your own service members die, so you can get rich? Could anyone be that dark?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're watching it now.
Our entire government.
So there is a part of the population that thinks this has been a very good war and isn't even aware that it might be unpopular with anybody else, because I haven't met anyone, in the famous words of Pauline Kael, who didn't vote for George McGovern, who lost very badly in 1972. We all live in our own worlds. So Bill Ackman doesn't know anyone. He doesn't think this is a great thing. It's a great war. So how's the rest of the country doing? Well, the chairman of the White House Council on Economic Advisors, Kevin Hassett, was called to the lawn today to give an account of the American economy. And that's a tough thing to do, and we say this with great sympathy and no personal animus toward Mr. Hassett at all. But here's the tape. Here's what he said.
So the consumer is really, really firing on all cylinders, just like the corporate sector you're seeing in the earnings reports. And they're doing that because they have so much more money in their pockets. In fact, I had the head of one of the big 5 banks in my office yesterday going through the credit card data. And just as Secretary Bessent said, credit card spending is through the roof. They're spending more on gasoline, but they're spending more on everything else too.
Credit card spending is through the roof. Now, again, you feel bad for the man who has to present those data to the public as if they're a win. But think about this for a second. The average interest rate on a credit card, not even a new credit card, but an existing credit card, which is to say a credit card held by someone with a track record of paying money every month to credit card companies. These are not high-risk credit cards, these are normal credit cards. The average interest rate in the United States right now is 23%. 23%. And by the way, that goes up to 36%, probably higher. Probably higher than 36%, but officially 36% is the highest rate any mainstream credit card will charge you. You could go get a personal bank loan for 11%. So you could borrow money at less than half the rate than you're getting from your credit card company. So why would anybody use a credit card and roll over the interest? 40% of American adults cannot repay their credit card balance. That's 111 million people. And they are paying, on average, 23% interest. So that's not a win, that's a sign of desperation and impending poverty. And keep in mind, we are living right now in the final moments before whatever AI is going to bring us. Those data centers being erected in your town, the ones that you are paying for through higher energy costs, through the legacy environmental cleanup you're definitely on the hook for, those data centers are being constructed in order to eliminate half of all American white-collar jobs. So you hate to use the hackneyed cliche,
Crazy.
digging your own grave.
I don't know if anybody's in here, but if you are, God
But it's not
bless you. I
entirely
love you. I'm
overstated
off for
at this
tonight.
point.
You,
Those
hope you have a great
data
night.
centers
Love
going
you
in
guys.